Hey everyone, welcome back to EasyTalk English. I'm Linda.
And I'm Alex. We're really glad you're here with us today.
And today's topic is something that many people experience but don't always talk about openly. We're talking about loneliness in the workplace.
Honestly, when I first heard that phrase, I thought it sounded a little strange, because how can someone feel lonely when they're surrounded by coworkers all day?
Yeah, that's what many people assume. We often think loneliness only happens when we're physically alone, but emotional loneliness is very different.
I learned that the hard way. There was a period when I worked in a busy office. People were everywhere: meetings, emails, conversations, phone calls. But somehow I still felt disconnected.
And that feeling can be surprisingly painful because from the outside, everything looks normal. You're interacting with people, you're part of a team, but internally, you may feel like nobody really knows you.
Exactly. It wasn't that people were rude. Everyone was polite, but most conversations stayed at the surface. We talked about deadlines, projects, schedules, and then everyone went back to their own world.
I think many listeners will recognize that experience. Being around people does not automatically create connection.
Yeah, and honestly, that realization surprised me. I thought loneliness meant having nobody around, but sometimes loneliness means feeling unseen even when people are nearby.
That's such an important distinction. Humans need more than interaction. We need connection. We need belonging. We need moments where we feel understood and accepted.
And when those things are missing, work can start feeling much heavier emotionally.
Exactly. So in today's episode, we're going to explore why workplace loneliness happens, why it's more common than people realize, and how small moments of connection can make a bigger difference than we often expect.
You know, before we started preparing for this episode, I honestly thought workplace loneliness was probably a rare problem. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized how common it actually is.
I think many people are surprised by that. Modern workplaces have changed a lot over the years. People are often busy, distracted, and focused on deadlines. Even when they work closely together, they may not build strong personal connections.
Yeah, sometimes a whole day goes by, and every conversation is about tasks. Did you finish that report? Can you join this meeting? What's the deadline? And then the day ends.
Exactly. Communication happens, but connection doesn't always happen.
That's such an interesting difference.
Connection means feeling emotionally linked to other people, feeling that someone knows you, values you, and cares about you beyond your job performance.
Honestly, I remember a time when I felt almost invisible at work. I was doing my tasks, attending meetings, and trying my best, but it felt like nobody really noticed me unless they needed something.
Yeah, and experiences like that can create feelings of isolation.
Isolation means feeling separated from other people, right?
That's right. Even if you're physically surrounded by coworkers, you can still feel isolated emotionally.
I think remote work can make this even more complicated sometimes.
Very true. Remote work offers many benefits, but it can also reduce casual interactions. Those small conversations before meetings or during lunch breaks often help people feel connected.
And when those moments disappear, work can start feeling very transactional.
Exactly. Another important word here is belonging. Belonging means feeling accepted as part of a group or community.
Honestly, I think that's what many people are searching for at work. Not necessarily friendship with everyone, but at least a feeling that they belong somewhere.
And listeners, if you've ever felt lonely at work, please know that you're not unusual. Many people experience the same thing, even if nobody talks about it openly. I think one reason workplace loneliness can be confusing is because people assume that working together automatically creates connection.
Yeah, but when I think about some of my past jobs, I realize there were coworkers I spoke to almost every day for months, and yet I barely knew them as people.
Exactly. You knew their job responsibilities, their schedules, maybe even their email habits, but that's very different from knowing who they are as human beings.
Honestly, I remember having conversations that were almost identical every day. Good morning, how's the project going? See you tomorrow. And that was it.
There's nothing wrong with those conversations, but they usually stay at the surface level.
Surface level meaning not very deep or personal?
That's right. And while professional communication is important, humans often need something more to feel connected. We need moments of genuine interest, curiosity, and understanding.
I think that's what was missing for me sometimes. I wasn't looking for best friends at work. I just wanted to feel like I mattered beyond my job title.
That's a very human need. People want to feel seen. They want to feel that their presence makes a difference.
And when that feeling is missing, work can become strangely lonely.
Exactly. Because belonging is emotional, not just physical. You can sit in the same office as dozens of people and still feel disconnected if there's no meaningful interaction.
I think English learners experience this too. Sometimes they understand the work, but joining casual conversations feels much harder.
Very true. When you're speaking a second language, you may worry about saying the wrong thing or not understanding jokes. That can make it harder to participate naturally in social moments.
And then you slowly become quieter, even when you want to connect.
And listeners, if you've ever felt disconnected from the people around you at work, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Sometimes the difference between working together and feeling connected is much bigger than people realize.
Can I admit something? I think one of the most uncomfortable feelings at work is feeling like an outsider.
That's a very painful experience because humans naturally want to feel included.
Yeah, I remember starting a new job once, and everyone already seemed to know each other. They had inside jokes, shared experiences, and conversations that moved so quickly. Meanwhile, I was just sitting there, smiling awkwardly and trying to keep up.
I think many people have experienced that situation. Starting somewhere new can feel like entering a room where everyone already understands the rules except you.
Exactly. And sometimes nobody is excluding you intentionally, but you still feel disconnected.
Very true. Sometimes the feeling of being an outsider comes from social anxiety. Sometimes it comes from cultural differences. And for many English learners, language can be a significant barrier too.
Yeah, when you're speaking a second language, even simple conversations can feel stressful. You might understand the discussion, but still hesitate to join because you're worried about making mistakes.
And that hesitation can create distance over time. Not because people don't like you, but because fear makes it harder to participate naturally.
I remember overthinking every sentence before speaking. By the time I felt ready to say something, the conversation had already moved on.
That's such a common experience. And unfortunately, that can reinforce the feeling that you don't belong.
Which becomes a cycle. You feel nervous, so you speak less. Then, because you speak less, you feel even more disconnected.
Exactly. That's why it's important to remember that belonging isn't something you have to earn by being perfect. You don't need flawless English or a perfect personality to deserve a place in a group.
Honestly, I think a lot of listeners need to hear that.
Let's practice a couple of sentences together. Repeat after me. I deserve to belong.
Again, I deserve to belong.
And one more. I can connect with others.
I can connect with others.
Sometimes belonging begins with giving yourself permission to believe that you already have value exactly as you are. I think one of the hardest parts of workplace loneliness is that it can slowly affect the way people see themselves.
Yeah, because at first it just feels a little uncomfortable, but after a while you start wondering if maybe you don't matter as much as everyone else.
And that's where loneliness becomes more than just a social issue. It starts affecting confidence, motivation, and emotional well-being.
Honestly, I remember a period when I was working really hard on a project. I spent weeks putting in effort, solving problems, and meeting deadlines. But when the project ended, nobody really acknowledged it.
How did that feel?
Surprisingly painful. Not because I wanted applause or attention. I just wanted to feel seen. I wanted someone to notice that I had contributed.
That's completely understandable. Humans have a natural need for recognition. Recognition means feeling that your efforts and contributions are noticed and appreciated.
I think people sometimes underestimate how important that is.
Very true. When people consistently feel invisible, they may begin questioning their value. They might think, does anyone care if I'm here? Or does my work really matter?
And those thoughts can be emotionally exhausting.
Exactly. Because loneliness isn't only about lacking friends. Sometimes it's about lacking meaningful acknowledgement.
Wow, that explains a lot, actually.
And the difficult thing is that people often blame themselves. They assume they're not interesting enough, outgoing enough, or confident enough.
When in reality, sometimes they're simply in an environment where connection isn't happening naturally.
Exactly. Listeners, if you've been feeling invisible at work lately, please remember this. Your value is not determined by how much attention you receive. Your contributions still matter, even when they aren't always recognized immediately.
Yeah, sometimes loneliness tries to convince us that we're unimportant, but those are not the same thing.
Very true. Feeling unseen can hurt deeply, but it does not change your worth as a person.
After everything we've talked about, I think some listeners might be wondering, okay, but what can I actually do if I feel lonely at work?
And honestly, I think it's important to start small. When people feel disconnected, they sometimes imagine they need to suddenly become outgoing and make lots of friends immediately.
Which sounds terrifying if you're naturally quiet.
Exactly. Connection usually grows through small moments, not dramatic ones. A simple conversation can be more powerful than people realize.
I remember one coworker who always asked small questions before meetings. Things like, how was your weekend? Or, have you watched anything interesting lately? At first it seemed insignificant, but over time, those conversations made people feel more comfortable around each other.
That's a great example. Curiosity helps build connection. When we show genuine interest in other people, relationships often develop naturally.
And the good thing is that you don't need perfect English to do that.
Not at all. In fact, let's share a few simple workplace conversation starters.
Good idea.
You can say, "How's your day going so far?" Or, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?"
Or even something simple like, how long have you worked here?
Exactly. Small questions can open the door to bigger conversations later.
I think another helpful thing is remembering that connection takes pressure off communication. When you're focused on being curious, you're less focused on trying to sound perfect.
That's very true. Many English learners become so worried about grammar that they forget the real goal of communication is connection.
Honestly, some of my best workplace conversations happened when I stopped trying to impress people and simply tried to understand them.
And listeners, don't underestimate small interactions. A smile, a greeting, a short conversation before a meeting. These moments may seem ordinary, but they often become the foundation of meaningful workplace relationships over time. I think one reason people become discouraged is because they expect connection to happen quickly.
Yeah, I definitely used to think that. I'd start a new job and hope that after a few conversations, I'd automatically feel like part of the group.
But meaningful relationships usually don't work that way. Trust takes time to develop.
Honestly, when I think about my closest friendships, none of them happened overnight.
Exactly. Most strong relationships are built through repeated small interactions. A conversation here, a shared experience there. Over time, those moments slowly create familiarity and trust.
I think social media sometimes gives us unrealistic expectations about relationships too.
Very true. Online, people often show the finished result. They show close friendships, team celebrations, and strong connections. But they rarely show the months or years it took to build those relationships.
Yeah, nobody posts the awkward early conversations.
Exactly. And honestly, those awkward conversations are often an important part of the process.
That's comforting, because I still feel awkward sometimes when meeting new coworkers.
Most people do. The difference is that confident people usually keep showing up anyway. They allow relationships to grow naturally instead of expecting instant closeness.
I like that idea. It takes some pressure off.
Because when we stop demanding immediate results, we can enjoy small moments of connection more easily.
And I guess consistency matters more than perfection here too.
Absolutely. A friendly greeting every morning, a short conversation once in a while, checking in with someone after a busy week. These small actions may seem insignificant, but they build trust over time.
Honestly, that's a good reminder for anyone feeling lonely at work. Maybe connection isn't something you find all at once. Maybe it's something you build gradually.
Exactly. And sometimes the relationships that matter most begin with the smallest interactions.
Can I be honest about something? I think workplace loneliness is one of those feelings people rarely admit out loud.
I agree. People often feel embarrassed about it. They think, I work with people every day. Why do I still feel lonely?
Exactly. And because nobody talks about it, you start believing you're the only one experiencing it.
But the truth is, many people are carrying that feeling quietly. Some are sitting in crowded offices, some are working remotely from home, some are joining meetings every day, yet deep down, they still feel disconnected.
Honestly, there was a time when I thought something was wrong with me because I couldn't seem to form close connections at work.
And what do you think now?
Now I realize that connection is more complicated than I thought. It's not a skill you master overnight, and it's not proof of your worth as a person.
That's such an important realization, because loneliness often tries to tell us a story. It says things like, nobody likes you, or you don't belong here.
Yeah, and when you're already feeling isolated, those thoughts can sound very convincing.
Exactly. But thoughts are not always facts. Sometimes they're simply reflections of pain, stress, or emotional exhaustion.
Honestly, I think a lot of listeners need that reminder.
And if you're feeling lonely at work right now, we want to say this directly to you. Your value is not determined by how many friends you have at the office. Your worth is not measured by how included you feel on any particular day.
Let's practice a couple of sentences together. Repeat after me. I am worthy of connection.
Again, I am worthy of connection.
And one more. I do not have to face everything alone.
I do not have to face everything alone.
Sometimes one conversation, one kind coworker, or one small moment of connection can change a difficult day more than we expect.
Exactly. So please be patient with yourself. Meaningful connection often arrives slowly, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. I think today's conversation reminds us of something very important. Loneliness at work is much more common than people realize, and experiencing it does not mean there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, sometimes we assume everyone else feels connected while we're the only person struggling. But the truth is, many people are carrying the same feelings quietly.
And that's why it's important to be gentle with yourself. Building meaningful relationships takes time. Trust takes time. Belonging takes time.
Honestly, I think my biggest takeaway from today's conversation is that connection often starts much smaller than we expect.
Exactly. It doesn't always begin with deep conversations or instant friendships. Sometimes it begins with a simple greeting, a shared laugh, a small moment of curiosity about another person's day.
And those little moments can slowly grow into something much bigger.
Very true. Before we finish, let's give everyone a small piece of homework for this week.
Don't worry, it's a very manageable one.
This week, try starting one small conversation at work. It doesn't need to be long or perfect, just one genuine interaction.
And at the end of each day, try noticing one positive social moment, no matter how small. Maybe someone smiled at you. Maybe a coworker asked how you were doing. Maybe you had a short but pleasant conversation.
Sometimes we overlook those moments because we're focused on what's missing instead of what's already there.
And if you'd like, leave a comment and tell us, have you ever felt lonely at work?
We genuinely love to hear your experiences.
And wherever you are right now, whether you're feeling connected or disconnected, confident or uncertain, please remember this. You deserve belonging, and you deserve meaningful human connection.
Take care of yourself this week. Keep reaching out, even in small ways.
Thank you for spending this time with us today.
Bye, everyone.